I'm going to show you how to fit the front accessory harness for your Harley Softail. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you enjoy the channel and the series of videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. So in this video, I'm talking about this a bit of kit. It is a forward mounted accessory harness for your Softail, and I believe it goes for the Taurus as well. Very simple to install. My criticism of this and another accessory harness, which I'm going to show you in a future video, is that all this should be standard on the bike anyway, but that's aside. This is for part number 69201750. There we go. And I just thought to show you that. Right, anyway, basically in the pack you have this harness. Now basically what you need to do, take off the seat, take off the fuel tank. You can watch my other videos for that, and also remove the main fuse of the bike, and say watch all the videos for that. Go back in the archives for all those. And under the front of the bike, you remove the horn. You actually remove, there's like a square box behind it, which is a USB caddy. And what this harness does, this plugs in between the main harness and the USB. Now, this provides 12 volt supply on switched, on ignition. The USB itself, power outlet, only goes to 5 volts, and that's switched, stepped down by the BCM. However, this goes in before, so it's a 12 volt supply, so that you can power to your heart's content any 12 volt accessory. Now for me, I'm just going to put in a cigarette lighter with a double USB power outlet point. I've been meaning to put one of these on my bike for a long time, but I want it near the handlebars. I actually don't want lots of wires going around to that 5 volt USB. I think it's a bit underpowered, and I also think it's just a bit of an awkward position, so I don't particularly like it, especially when you got cable going down there. It's sticking out the side. I don't particularly like it, and I also think there's a lot of moisture you can get in there as well, so I'm not that keen. So that's my plan, but you can fit any accessory to this harness. So basically you plug this in, then this becomes your accessory outlet there. This comes on the outside of the bike, and you mount this near the handlebar somewhere, or the front harness. Now basically this has got a male and female connector already there for you, see? So all you need to do is attach your wires in there, and the kit comes with cable attachment pins as well. Very simple to do. So all you need to do is attach your wires to the pins like that, and then you basically just crimp them, put them in there, cut them to size, crimp them in there. Very simple to do. And then you stick these pins in the right way into that socket, and then connect it up to that. So this you can either leave as it is, or you can put this dummy plug in and just leave it as it is. You can put insulation tape over it, so it's just a blank one as well. So then you can get the same connector, same male connector, for lots of different 12 volt accessories, for example, and you just swap out whatever accessory you want. You can also get a Y splitter lead from Harley, and I'll put the model number up there as well. And basically you can have one of these goes in there, and then you've got a little cable with a Y split with 2 further power outlets on there as well. So you can power 2 accessories, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go and mount this. Let's get over to the bike and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put this wire into these pins. Now basically these pins, there's 2 separate parts. The forward pin, if you can see the forward scrunchie there, that's for the wire. The rear scrunchie, the rear ones that you fold over, that's for the PVC sheathing. So that's what you do. Right, let me get this over here and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so first of all what you do, you snip off the ends here. Next thing to do is make sure your wires are cut to size. You don't want to go too long on these. So the next thing to do is just pop it on the sheath like that. So you just need to get a pair of pliers or proper crimpers and fold these metal bits down here. So let me show you that. So if you don't have proper electrical crimpers, you just need to get needle nose pliers, something like that. Pop that on there, and then just basically fold over. You can see it happening here. Fold over that side, and you can see I'm basically almost folding over. Now I'm just going to crimp, and really that wire should not come out there. You see that. Next one is to do the sheathing. So these are a little bit longer. You fold them over, one with your hands, two, and then crimp it down. There we go, and that's properly crimped. Now then this goes into the connector part here. So what we need to do is just release the side parts there, and then you pull it out. So these two side parts you pull away, and then this lock you pull out like that. So the next thing you do then is you actually slot this home. Now depending on what your connector is, so let's say if I go back to my accessory harness here, on this side, the red side, red and yellow, that's the positive, the black is the negative. You've got to make sure that that side is correct. So you go, that side of the plug is a positive, that side is a positive. So we're going to make sure that this is the positive, this is the negative. So for my cable on this one, this is the positive side here. So I need to just slot that home like that on the right hand side, and you'll hear a little click, and then you can't pull it out. And then basically that is the positive side, which goes into there like that. Done. Positive, positive. And obviously, and just push that down to separate it out. So do the same again for this side. On my cabling, this is the negative side. Right, let me do that. Right, all crimp down. Then just pop that into there like that, and it clicks in. There we go. So then that connector is connected in like that. So then this is my connector that will go into there. I just need to attach this to the handlebar somewhere, and I'll be good to go. Right, let's go and put this harness on. Okay, so we're at the bike now. Seat and tank are both off, and now we've exposed this area here, which is the USB caddy underneath the tank. What we need to do is remove the screws and the connectors for the horn at the front, and you'll basically need a T25 Torx bit for that. Then you're going to remove this caddy here and then get access. Right, let's do that. Okay, so once you've removed those two screws, the USB caddy can be pulled away a little bit, but what I will do is actually remove the whole horn section itself, and you just need a 3/8 spanner. There's a little bolt right at the top here, 3/8. Just undo that and it'll all come away. Let me do that. There you go, bolt is out, and just pull the horn section away and just keep that safe on the ground somewhere. Now you've got full access to the caddy here. All you need to do, there's a little plastic finger in there. So what you need to do is just pull the USB caddy forward slightly. There we go. And then it's out of there. Okay, so next on the USB caddy, there are 4 Torx screws underneath, which you have to undo. And it's a bit of a fiddle, I've got to say, and it's a T20. That's what you need. Right, let me do that. Okay, so to make life a lot easier, on the other side there is on the USB caddy there is a retainer strap that comes up, and one of these little plastic retainer pins. What you need to do, you need to rotate it until it's at the vertical, and then you need to just pry it out. It is a right pain in the butt. If you break it or it comes away, there's like an inner piece as well. All you need to do is just retain this bit, and then you can either just put a screw in there or something like that, or just put lots of tape on that and then just jam it in there and it will hold. Okay, so as you rotate this one, there's a 4th screw right under here. You're going to need one of these because it's a narrow hole, and then just undo it. Okay, now just remove the caddy itself. And you can see you've got full access to the caddy. Okay, so what you're looking for is this pin here. Right there, that pin there. This is a USB outlet. This is where it's stepped down, resistor down to 5 volts. So this is the 12 volt supply right here. So what we need to do is disconnect that, put in the harness into there. And this is a T264 connector. Okay, number 264. Right, let's do that. Okay, so first of all, we need to disconnect this. So just pull, and away it comes, out you go. Next thing you need to do, get your harness, this female connector, just connect it onto there like that. This part goes into there, like that. So from electrical connectivity, that's all sorted. Now we just need to hide all that in there. Then this, you have to feed out the back of the housing. So that all that just hides in there. Okay, so once everything's all aligned up and all hidden away, just put the screws back in. Okay, so the next thing is just pop the USB caddy back and bolt it all up. Put the retainer pin back on the other side. Okay, now let's put those two top screws in and connect up the horn again. Okay, so the next thing to do is mount this harness to wherever you want it to go. So in my case, I'm going to put that USB 12 volt supply up at the handlebars, just at the base of the by the risers here. So I'm going to mount this round here like that, and then just come up through, and then it will be hidden away, mostly. Now in the pack you have these adhesive little cable strap ties, so you basically mount them there around the front, and then you cable tie the cable to the frame. Just get some alcohol wipes first and clean up the frame. All you need to do is make sure that the cable doesn't bind when you're on full lock. Apart from that, you're golden. Cable tie. Snip. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to use my USB charging ports, which I'm going to put on here, and I'm just going to mount it right next to the riser so it's hidden from view, and I only need it when I need it. So basically that's why I've routed the wiring through there, so it's out of sight and out of mind. Depends on what you're mounting, what accessory you're going to mount. It really depends how much cabling you want to bring out. You might want to tuck it into the USB caddy a little bit more, but I'll leave that up to you. Anyway, let me connect up my USB. Right, there we go. So all I need to do now is put on the tank, put the seat back on, put the fuse back in, and that will all be powered up. That is the front accessory wiring harness for the USB caddy, or from the USB caddy. It is a 12 volt supply. You can put a Y splitter lead on it if you want to power multiple accessories. What's the benefit of this? Well, it's on ignition, so it's not permanently live, and also you don't have to route wires all the way back down to the battery area as well. It's just purely here. It is a little bit fiddly at some point, just to get the USB caddy off. That little clip retaining pin on the other side is a real pain to get off, so just be careful you don't break it, but if you do, then just find another way of securing it. But there we go, it's on there securely now, and that's it. Connect all the horn up and make sure everything's okay. Tidy all this up, make sure it's nice and clean before you stick these pins back on. Arrange whatever accessory you want according to your specifications, of course, and there we go, job done. Right, I'm going to put all this back and see if it works, which it should. Right then, let's have a look at it. It's fully installed now. There it is, there with the cap off, and I just turn on the ignition and you can see the light coming on there. So there you go, that's it. That's how you wire in the forward mount power and accessories wiring harness. You just remove the horn, remove the USB caddy, connect it all up. The instructions are quite self-explanatory. The removal of the caddy is quite tricky. It is a faff, as we would say in the UK, but it is doable. You just need the right tools to do it, unfortunately, and those Torx bits are really necessary. Anyway, so once you've got that, and you just connect up your connectors and away you go. Anyway, that's it. It's relatively simple, more time consuming than I thought it was going to be. In fact, sometimes that's the case, isn't it? The little jobs, or seemingly little jobs, actually take the longest time. But there we go. Right, I hope you found that useful. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Check out the website, RevelatorAlf.com, and I'll catch you again on the next video.